Hey everybody. So today I want to talk about something that I picked up on the cheap a while back, never got around to making a video of, and I think it's probably perfect timing because I'm thinking about selling it because I just don't ever use it. Now, you're looking at all these games and you're thinking, well, which ones or which one or which ones is he talking about? Well, it's actually none of these, although I do plan to get rid of some of these here kind of soonish because my woman and I are actually working towards buying our own home. And, this one is actually shared with another couple. And so, yeah, that's not what we want anymore. We want our own thing. And we're working with a realtor right now. And so, if we do end up moving this year, I most certainly don't want to pay movers to move all these damn games. I'm already going to have to pay movers to move the ones that I'm keeping. But anyhow, let me show you what I'm talking about here. We're a minute into the video and I haven't even fucking showed you the thing yet. Here it is. This is CB Charlie from 1977. Now, I picked this thing up on the cheap. The guy wanted $50 for it, talked him down to 20. When I first got it, it was just dirty as hell. Like the play field was just black. Like all that writing and this dude's face. And everything was just coated in black dirt. Like it was nasty as hell. I took it all apart. I cleaned up the play field, waxed it a little bit, cleaned the ball, just anything and everything I cleaned and polished. Now, I should say it had a lot of lights out at first. It only had one light going, but I did put a couple replacement bulbs in there, these two. All these other ones are original. You can see that there's a couple that are out. This one and that one. But yeah, look at this thing. It's an interesting kind of thing. It's basically just a glorified toy. It's not like a real pinball machine. It's made out of rubber and metal and wood. And so it is a well-made toy. I'll give them that. But I wouldn't say that it's like a real legit pinball machine. It's obviously much smaller than a real pinball machine. You can see it next to the stern cab that I have Mr. Do in, and it's just itty bitty. But yeah, this thing is kind of fun though. I do kind of like it, but I also would like to get rid of it.
Hey, this is Brian Posehn, and you're watching Sinistermoon's Retro Reviews. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. The show's totally metal, not for posers.
So let me just show you how this thing works. Obviously, I can do it one hand because... Okay, here's the greatest downfall about this game. The flippers work off of one button. There's two buttons for them, one on either side of the pinball machine. But, you'll see here. So you can start it up, and it has a plunger and everything. So you start it, and you can watch the screen up here. Resets the score, and it puts you on to ball 1 there. And there's a game over right there. So, you got your ball here. Here's your plunger. Boom. And so, when I took this thing completely apart, the sounds actually worked when I got it, and then when I put it back together, the sounds turned wonky on it. Yeah. So, kind of sucks. I never did try to go in there and fix it. We're still on ball 1 here. It went back into the plunger area. But yeah, so the flippers, they both go up at the same time. And you can use the left or right button. And that's it. Ding! Well, at least that sound works. But yeah, it's a pretty slow table. And obviously there isn't much to it, so we lost a ball there. So you can see that it switched over to ball 2. And it pops it back up where it should be. But yeah, the guy that was selling it, oops, I guess had it around and he had planned to fix it up, and he just never got around to it. And so he listed it on at his yard sale, and it popped up in the yard sale section for me. And I was like, holy cow, I got to go buy that thing. And so I got there. His woman was actually running the yard sale. And so she was like, yeah, we still got it. Head on over. I'll hold it for you. And so I got there, and she plugged it in for me so I could see it. And the flippers was the first thing that I noticed about it. Like, I didn't like that, and I mentioned that to her. And she said that several people had tried it, but as soon as they came across that flipper thing, they didn't want to buy it. So I guess she got like one low ball, like one super low ball offer of like $5 or something like that, which, you know, her husband wasn't willing to let it go for that low. But, you know, he was asking 50. I got him down to 20. And so I would have done 30, to be honest, but you know, $20, not going to complain. But it very much so is a one-handed toy because of that flipper thing. Bing. Yeah, obviously I'm not going to be playing very good, right, when I'm trying to video. But yeah, that was the last ball. It switched over to game over up there. That was my score, 11,300, which sucks. But yeah, that's okay. Anyhow, this thing is neat. I've read a lot about it, and they put out a few other, or at least a couple other pinball machines that were basically exactly the same, except for they had a different theme. It's neat. It's different. It's interesting, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what you want to say here, but it's just not something that I need personally. Man, that rubber, all these rubber pieces were horrible when I first got it. Like they were all black and just looked awful. I thought for sure I was going to need to replace them, and then I was like, shoot, I don't even know if I can find replacement rubbers for this. But I just cleaned them up the best I could, and it did take paint off of them. I think they were painted yellow. It did take that paint off of them, but I mean, look at them. Like they look clean now at least. So yeah, an interesting table that I hope somebody else can get some use out of. I probably won't sell it for much more than what I paid for it. I don't really think it's worth too much more. It could be, but that's okay. I'd rather it go to somebody that will actually use it, you know? Like, I mean, like I said, like I think this thing would be perfect for kids, or just somebody that really isn't that into pinball, like somebody that doesn't care about the flipper thing. Yeah. Anyhow, I think I've talked about this thing quite enough now. And, yeah. Stay sinister, everybody. Wee. 'Cause I'm a pinball wizard. CB radio smoky police guy. Alright. Oh. Wah, wah. Yeah, get it. This is so thrilling. I do like the sounds. Like, not the sounds that don't work properly anymore, but just the actual mechanical sounds that it makes. Really neat for what it is.
Hey, this is Tommy Chong, and you've been watching Sinistermoon's Retro Reviews. It's far out, man, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Next time you see us, come on up and say hello. Identify yourself, dude. And maybe we'll share a doob together. Sinistermoon's Retro Reviews.